I take it that call was the Genda Law Office?
Gonna hog the teacher's attention for yourself, huh?
May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
You sure can. Only thing is, where to start? Remember how you told me about a student teacher went missing?
Oh,
This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
how do you have that photo?
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a separate investigation.
What is it you need to know? Did something happen to him?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from a very close colleague. I'm sure you understand. It's a matter of detective-client. I know that isn't much consolation. But if it's any comfort...
But don't you see? Mikoshiba-kun was officially reported missing. Please, can you tell me something?
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can.
Very well. Go ahead.
I'll start with the basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct? And that's why he came back to train as a teacher?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. It was as if all was well. Then, suddenly, he was gone. Or, at least, that's how I'd heard it.
Were you two not that close?
No. We had barely exchanged a word.
Wasn't there a pretty dark...
You mean what was dredged up online? However, in the subsequent lawsuit, the court found no evidence...
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called on us to take a deeper look.
Well, yes. But let's not get confused. The tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us. But we've washed our hands.
Well, you say that. Yet I can't help circling back to the same question. Why would the head of a school hire a detective, potentially even out of pocket?
Well, for one thing, it would reflect poorly on our institution were I to openly suspect. Then there's the issue of, I should mention, I'm the one
That's fair. But what that still doesn't answer is why this is happening now.
I'm not sure I follow.
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of... The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, he's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured here. Bullying that led to suicide.
Well, that's undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any more problems at Serio would lead people to start connecting the dots. The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court had ruled. They might even reach the conclusion you had covered the whole thing up. I get the feeling that's why we're really here, to prevent another mess on your hands.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out any bullying, then you sweep it under the rug.
That's simply not true. At least, that wasn't my intention.
You sure about that?
Perhaps it did. The scenario you described was painfully accurate. Every time I saw Ihara-san on TV, I'd grow sick with worry that it could all...
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I only want to learn about Mikoshiba-kun.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei. She was his teaching mentor.
Her? Great. That's my luck.
See? I told you we should have stayed on her good side.
How was I supposed to know? No thanks.
So,
I should go...
in that case, you may want to go
Perfect.
downstairs.
I've got another chance to shoot
Sorry,
my shot.
Kaito-san, but I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What? You're benching all of us? Just like that?
I don't understand the...
If I had time to explain, I would. Just...
I'm sorry.
Oh.
She should be back shortly.
Well, no one's special. I just need to have a quick word.
It's right over there. The one with all the English books.
Thank you. Hey. Suspicious.
What are you doing here? I thought you'd have gone.
Yes, well, I need...
Such as?
Such as how close you were to Hiro Mikoshiba.
What?
I heard from Chairman...
Why do you, of all people, want to know?
Did you notice anything unusual before he disappeared? Any sign of trouble he might have had?
I can't say for sure. He just...
Is that really all you can tell me? Nothing jogging the memory?
I said that's all.
You know what, you were Back when a student here committed suicide, there were rumors online about how it could have been caused by bullying. And Mikoshiba-kun's name came up as one of the potential bullies.
Yes, but those were just rumors.
So he wasn't involved in any teasing?
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. So as far as I knew, Mikoshiba-kun was a good student with solid grades back then. And during his time in training, I was...
He's not the type to bully then?
I would say...
Then why
No,
would those rumors...
You're asking the wrong person. 4 years ago, the...
You mean Ahara-san's lawsuit? Well, I'm sure you've seen the news.
Yes, but
I believe Ahara-san still thinks his son killed himself because of Mikoshiba-kun.
let me ask you something, Yagami-san.
By all means.
What are you trying to accomplish? Didn't you finish this whole business with the chairman? If that wasn't, you should have had the sense to leave.
Believe me, once I learn...
In that case,
One last question. Anyone in particular?
the kids... Mikoshiba-kun was in...
The basketball club.
Yes. They all spent...
All right.
Just a minute!
Kaito-san, you there? Tell me you're still on campus.
Why? You suddenly
Don't
decide
be like that.
you enjoy playing teacher's pet with Sawa-sensei?
You mean, did I enjoy getting a visit? That aside, I did get some interesting...
Huh? What for?
I want to find those bullies in the basketball club.
So I do have a...
Thanks. I'll start scoping out the gymnasium. Close one. Almost got it. You're Koda-san from Class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
Yeah?
You have a second? I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba. Ow! Really?
Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Hey! Why are you still here, asshole? Who the hell are you, anyway?
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck!
Coda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy?
I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Mikoshiba, a student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago. You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I wanna bash your fucking skull in! You'll die before I tell you shit!
You wiped the floor with us yesterday. Only fair for you to take a handicap.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good. But it's still gonna be pretty one-sided.
You're so full of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass!
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on. You really need a better outlet for all that aggression.
Let me go!
Just what on earth is going on in here?
Hey, let's roll out.
I'm gonna do you a favor here and leave out the part about the bats.
Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right?
Just horsing around is right.
You really are unbelievable. Why are you how many-
For what it's-
Oh, good. How should our chair- Don't worry.
Not the words I-
If I hear anything else about you, Oh, and your attire is atrocious.
You hear all that, Kaito-san?
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's mixed after all. You said...
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem.
But you can't teach without a license. You don't happen to have one.
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge. How's that?
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly is...
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something, although... There is...
Yeah. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got...
No, there's nothing of the sort.
That's unfortunate.
Me again. I say it's no use sitting around on our asses, right?
I can't. Not until I find something...
Suit yourself. Don't work too hard now.
Aha! Stop right there!
Huh?
I knew it! Suspicion confirmed.
Can I help you?
Actually, you already...
I'm sorry, but do I...
They always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime. And you just proved the old adage true, Monsieur Voyeur.
Monsieur Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
Yeah, you lost me.
Oh, no, you don't! I have irrefutable proof of your crime. Why, the very shoes on your feet. You're wearing the exact same...
Okay, what is happening here? Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? Everybody here's got shoes, young lady. In fact, I'm probably not the only person with this exact pair.
Huh. Your shoes... You see, before the pervert arrived, I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Huh?
It's an oil-based... Which means you came bumbling back to the scene of the while wearing the very evidence of your lamenting your misfortune.
Mystery Research Club?
Now, if you'll follow me to the faculty room, Monsieur...
Oh, wait, just hold on, okay? There's no way... But even if I did step in some... With so many people on...
No, only the... And of course, I had the... Why don't you... There's no way the camera may be gone. But with that, turns out it's an... We're at a... After all, do I need... Therefore...
Let's say we have a chat.
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any... So, I'd like...
I will agree to... And make no mistake. Hold it right there! If you run away, my evidence goes straight to the police! Hold it right there! If you run away...
Hey. You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right? President of the Mystery Research Club?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in...
You're not on top of that, but your arrival marks our... It would also prove...
Well, that all sounds fine. You'll need a competent...
When you put it...
Right? So here... I'm gonna ask, Justin.
Excuse me?
Well, you're gonna need the
You think that money can tempt me? The only thing I...
How about you make me your advisor?
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough?
You're a detective?
Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school.
So then...
I'll let you deduce that, but I will say one thing. I'm here to...
If he wasn't rather, who was he trying to...
As I was trying to say, I'm not done here by a long shot.
Really?
Sawa-san, but if I were to advise... So what do you think? Oh, and if it's...
The purpose you... But I will not... So, I propose...
Test?
Right this way, please.
What? Hey!
This is Yagami. However, I intend to test him first.
Fine by me. When your sister's...
Please have a seat,
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, could you tell...
Primarily, we function as a bud. When the opportunity... And by that...
Oh, you mean ghost. I've got to say, as a potential advisor...
Oh, don't get me wrong. If we could all be...
Yeah, don't I know...
Unfortunately, that... Say our Why, letting some...
While I do
Then shouldn't we hand you...
Well, now, let's not be hasty.
I take it you see my point.
You make some valid point. So, getting back to this test of yours...
Yes. That being said, I'd also be...
Well, the caution is admirable.
Then you shouldn't mind if... And once that's over, the club will reach a decision. We'll either accept you as...
I get the pic.
Actually...
How risky are we talking?
Well, Yagami-san, have you ever... You know it. It seems that one of... Unfortunately...
All you know is she's... Well, she in danger?
The issue at hand is that, well, we found that apparently this...
Care to elaborate?
She strings the mark. She gets a large upfront...
Okay, I can see how... I mean, he's painted...
You're not wrong. I believe rape...
Oh, yeah. That's a concern.
I'd say that establishes as soon as we found out. We've been...
Yeah, I get it
I
now.
think we're finally seeing eye to eye. After all, the truly artful detective can solve incidents...
That's not quite how it works. In any case, now that the situation's clear, I'd like to get on with the test. Just tell me where to start, and I'll be there.
It is said that from helpless...
So, you want me to go undercover?
Yep. Any detective... You're going to infiltrate the dance club as an advisor.
Wait. You want me to teach a dance club?
If it's required, those girls are close. However...
But how am I supposed to be a convinced...
That's okay. It's rare for their...
Oh, great.
If it's any consolation, just give them a few pointers.
Easy peasy? To teach something I know nothing about?
I'm sure you can figure that out. That is, if you really are a detective.
I guess I'll have to prevail.
Good, then let's move. The dance club will be starting their practice any minute. They're in the gym basement, in case you didn't know.
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san. I think you'd make a pretty rad advisor. So good luck.
Huh?
Captain. Right there.
Something's not right. I feel so out of it.
Sayaka Nishizono, I'd like a word with you.
Hey, aren't you...
Amasawa from the Mystery Research Club? You betcha. Don't worry, I come bearing good news.
Oh great, the MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything.
Calm down, I'm not here to expose your secrets to the world. I only wanted to introduce... To preface this, I noticed your club advisor hasn't been showing up much lately.
Yeah, apparently he got really sick. We're lucky if we see him
and it must be rough trying to choreograph...
Yeah.
I see. And the stars...
Listen, Senpai, I know we might see...
Don't worry, you don't...
Potential advisor?
Let's not sweat the important thing.
Oh my gosh, you know, I give... So how long have you been
I'm not.
Oh, so modest. This is like one of those dream come true moments in a movie. I've been literally racking my brain trying to come up with a workable routine. Oh, I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important...
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment, don't you get it?
No?
Do you think we can get started? We've been practicing, we all know our move, but it feels like it's really kind of down to the wire.
You know...
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen observation... And...
I think your performance could use a little more flair.
Flair?
Well, but you were right.
I see what you... If only we could... Oh!
Ah. Let's take a... What if you cut the dancing altogether?
You want us not to dance? At a dance con...
Just stand there and...
Yeah, and even if that did...
Each the... You could always do the robot.
Hasn't that been done a million times?
The robot never gets...
Then, can you show us?
If I knew how... What if you guys all...
Sorry?
Think about it. A group who...
I mean...
Right. Why not incorporate Kung Fu?
Did you just say...
Sure did. Throw a few kicks and punches, or knock the competition right out.
That's actually not a bad idea. But we don't know the first thing about Kung Fu.
Well, you're in luck. Kung Fu happens to be a hobby of mine.
No way! That's so...
It's my own style.
Perfect! So will you teach us?
Yes.
Sweet! Then let's get a quick demonstration. Let's see some ass-kicking dance then.
Wait, really? I really have to do this?
Of course. How else are we gonna learn? Look up some random videos? We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your breathing. We'll learn from the pro.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. What if my...
So...
If you're giving up after stringing them
Hold it.
Huh?
I've never done this before,
don't
though,
be so hard on yourself. You're gonna... Okay, what we'll do first is show you while you're watching.
Sure. Good plan.
Okay, so here's... And there. Now you take it away.
Oh, doubt I can top that. But you know what?
That's the spirit. Ready for the music?
Okay, let's go.
incredible. Oh, he's amazing!
That was amazing!
Wow!
Wait, is that
I
could
could
never
never
do
do
that? Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out. See it?
Oh, look at that! Did you see that? Yagami-san,
Believe
what
me,
was...
I'm just a winning is part skill and part.
I don't think a
pulling out of your-
seasoned athlete could pull that off. Yagami-san, that was incredible!
Wow.
You're not just a
You're
pro.
giving an amateur way
no
too much
way
credit
an
here.
amateur moves like maybe you don't realize it, but you have... Well, whatever you call it. You seriously
Hey,
saved
I'm
our...
just glad it all.
Ever since our advice, and we could all use some...
If you guys will have me, then sure.
Oh, you're the best!
I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
Huh? Oh, sure. So, did I pass?
Indeed, you. Honestly, every time I...
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, all the more reason...
Oh, I'm amazing now.
Yeah. Also, I have another theory as to why you...
Yeah?
So, a hired spreading through the news like put those pieces together. But, I wouldn't... At any rate, Yagami, that is to say...
Well, that'd be great.
Sure. So also, we do their only responsibility. Our school makes you...
Yeah, so...
Yep. No. The chairman... Well,
What? He told me the clubs are...
typical. You probably think...
I wonder
Well,
what?
with the-
Hey, you'll get your chance.
Oh, when you have a spare moment, I'd like your advice on another case.
What, you've got something?
Yes. In fact. But that's a lot to digest.
Okay. Not... Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang
Oh
around.
yeah, Mikashiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any... Okay, scratch that.
I wouldn't say jerk, but... Yeah, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Something special about class 2 too?
Well, yeah.
Star pupil. I do know who you're talking...
In a way, Mikoshiba-sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had time. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikashiba-sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking at...
Sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. Mikashiba-sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go...
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad. He was doing it because he cared.
Wasn't Mikashiba-sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was
That's not
arousing.
true. She's got a nice chest, too. That's fair. Anyway, when Mikoshiba-sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2 were all like,
Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me. Mikashiba-sensei did anything like that, he would have gotten canned on the spot.
yeah, people like to gossip, but...
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up. Maybe she's the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult.
Are we about done here?
Last thing.
No.
Maybe they're still in their...
Okay, then I think...
spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
You can't face us because you're weak. Who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah, think about us.
Maybe she feels special after—
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about
Stop it! Stop it! You think we're letting a stuck-up—
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms!
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my word...
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that. Oh, and, break a leg out there. Not soon. Not very nice, are they?
I'm fine.
Koda-san, he started training as a at the time, did you know maybe he seemed troubled?
Why?
The basketball club member—
They said that?
Well, I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it. Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today, it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it? I just never expected anyone to actually stand up for me in school. But you could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you. Thank you so much for that. Today was eye-opening. I never thought about how horribly I was being treated until everyone stood up for me. What's more, it made me see that I was strong. In fact, I finally stood up to the basketball kids.
So you did. Is that what made you decide to quit the club?
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play basketball in a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up. I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down. But today, I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koda-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others in pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Okay. In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. Doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there, and then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
So, the MRC, you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know. Anything at all. For example, if you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, Detective, I think they have a lead for you. Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help. That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh. Turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass. Will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are just upstairs. Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
Okay. I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up.
Wow, you don't even know us? How are we supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
Fine. I'll hear you out. Tell your friends I'm on my way.
Really? Awesome!
Over here, Yagami-san! Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with. So many of you. You guys all know Mikoshiba-sensei?
Nah, that's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Liumon.
Yokohama Liumon? You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Liumon name if I need him to handle some business.
So you sell them girls in exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguards. I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Liumon, and they'll take that personally. You see what deep shit you're in here? Yagami-san?
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark. I know a guy who lends for the Seiryu clan Yakuza.
First it's gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one.
Huh?
You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
You sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down! Fuck him up!
Really, guys? Ah, my eyes! Cheap shot.
Can't see? Got you now!
No, you don't! Huh?
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach. You guys go look for him and tell me when you find him. I'm going for a smoke.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Senpai, what do we do?
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Senpai's the toughest around, and the coolest.
Ah, well. All for my adorable little underlings.
Tastes good, Senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked?
Hey, Akane! Go get the other senpais!
Okay, I'm on it.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down! Don't give me that smug look.
Jeez. This guy's a maniac.
He's too good at this, man.
Hey, you mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about...
Mikoshiba-sensei showed up to practice. Like, basically, kind of a pain in the ass.
As soon as our coach would leave, and if even one of us lagged behind, that made it obvious real...
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then?
Yeah, because she's such a...
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl. Listen up. Mikoshiba foul play could be in the works here.
Hey, you think...
This isn't the time for bullshit.
Have you talked to...
All she told me was how Nettie looked out for you guys.
Huh?
Why, something off about that?
I actually brought that up, and it turns out the
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba and Sawas, I don't think he...
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. And during his...
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes.
Gotcha. Thanks. Hey. Suspicious. Suspicious.
Pardon. Yagami-san. Those men are with the Kanagawa police. They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask, can you tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
I should leave it to the police to fill you in on that. I mean, their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he? And it's just as I feared.
Two months ago, a young man named Hiro Mikoshiba went missing during his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention when his rotting corpse is discovered. And Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Yagami-san, why are you still here?
Because I care. Now,
why? So you can grill me with
I
more
figured they'd
questions?
come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered, didn't? And that's why you've been snooping around.
You're not wrong, but can we please take...
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered...
Because that information's not...
Well, yes, but...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student?
Nobody's getting injured.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I have the chairman's approval.
What? Since
I think we're getting sidetracked here.
No. That he's dead. That was all we found out. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is.
What?
For example, take Mikoshiba came up even...
Ehara-san?
So the police really are...
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible.
What?
Despite being incarcerated, this was before the A court would say...
How do you know all...
I'd tell you, but I've heard you weren't as big a...
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along. I just want to get... Did you have a sudden change of heart?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. Pretty sadistic.
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably... And I think it's also safe. This is murder we're talking about.
His name...
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ehara.
Right. I'm sorry.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Izazaki Road.
We'll finally have a real talk?
Something like that.
Kaito-san. So I just left the school, and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you? Licking the wounds of rejection, huh?
Just Sugiyu. Tsukumo said he had to get back.
A computer crash or something?
Oh no. Anyway.
Nah, I gotta stay sober.
What? God. Oh.
Would you... Come on. You think I need a drunk? Stay down.
Yagamishi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live.
So he does.
Right.
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery? Fascinating.
Yeah. In fact, Tsukumo.
Already, once the chairman, if memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's
so, while he didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
So I was right before.
His father, however, suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Seirio to court, but without even so...
Yeah, I doubt it
And
would.
that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?
What's that sound?
I'm testing a system I've been tinkering with. Thought I'd fixed this bug already.
A system for what?
Well, it predicts the occurrence of crimes.
It predicts crime?
Essentially.
That still sounds...
If you say Yagamishi.
Oh yeah. Pretty much hack chat.
Yep. Though there are... We'll start with this little window. It displays all relevant chatter posts after filtering the fluff.
And these posts are all pinpointed on this map of Ijincho?
Right. It maps out where in Ijincho each specific post was made. So my AI constantly combs through Chatter's database as it updates in real time. Then it extracts only the trouble-related chatter for display on the map.
So it actively seeks out trouble? It's wild that you can program around such a vague concept.
Well, in its current iteration, the AI isn't exactly genius material yet, so it still pings some false positives.
There's something else, Tsukumo. What are you going to use it for?
I'd like to use it for promotional purposes.
Like advertising?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that is...
Buzz researcher.
Consider these buzz... So, when the hope is...
Damn.
Well, we probably... But directly intervening before a situation gets out of hand will build us... at least...
Well, I think you've got it.
I thought you'd never... But with you... Anywho...
Go right ahead.
And that should do it. Here you are.
Okay. This is just a big mess. How am I supposed to know where to go?
This is indeed too much noise. In fact, this is entropy in motion. This won't do it all. To solve this, we narrow down the keywords.
In other words, simplify our search?
Yeah, by manually filtering keywords, we can decrease false positives, thereby locating the right spot more accurately.
How do we do that? Does the AI do it for us?
No, not entirely. What the AI does is pick up on any keywords it deems important. Emphasis here on the word any. Meaning it'll turn out duds every now and again.
Yeah, that's still pretty busy.
And therein lies the predicament. To narrow these results down any further, we must depend on instincts, experience, and even inspiration.
So you're saying human intuition?
Precisely. Even in this day and age, human intuition will trump AI every time. That is, until we all become cyborgs. But that's getting ahead of myself. As it stands, Yagami-shi, you've got the best intuition out of all of us.
Well, let's just start with a post that smells like trouble. How about this one? I can smell the trouble brewing already.
Oh, interesting. And let's filter our results around that specific term. And there you have it. See, there's a concentration of suspicious keyword usage on this street here. As to what sort of trouble is brewing, you'll have to rely on your good old-fashioned eyeballs. Shady activity isn't always the easiest to spot, so maybe think of it as a sort of treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt for trouble, huh? Does sound right up my alley.
Doesn't it? I can already picture you out there, helping people in need until it all pays off. What could await you at the end of the trail? My heart rate is already spiking.
I'm just glad to have a helpful app for once.
You know what? That reminds me. I also have a gadget here you may find useful.
What is this?
It's a
sound I could use.
That's the... Now, I do have some other...